welcome back to Barbells and Beauty. My name is Rhonda. If this is your first time here, I sure do hope you consider hitting that subscribe button down there. I am very excited to announce my first ever collaboration with Tracy Lea Beauty. This is my first collab. She's done a few. I love her channel. That's why I wanted to make her my first collaboration. I just love her channel. I found her channel late spring and I've barely missed a video of her since. I will definitely put a link to her channel down below. And our idea was to showcase the 8 best fall palettes. The great 8 for fall, that's what I like to call it. You have absolutely no idea how much I agonized over these. I must have tried 80 different combinations just to narrow it down to 8. And this is my third time I've made this video. The first time I tried a new microphone and it works a lot better when you turn it on. So there was no sound. Yeah. The second time I had a beautiful video shot. As I was editing it, my laptop screen went blank. It shut off and I've not been able to turn it on since, and that was 3 days ago. Yeah, my laptop just up and died literally as I was clicking the save file, or save to my folder that I put all my YouTube videos in. So new laptop is now on its way, so I'm filming this again. Monday was just not a good day for me. Anyway, I have my favorite 8. Actually, technically, I have 9. This one right here, the Anastasia Master Palette by Mario, I'm calling this an honorable mention, and only because you cannot get this anymore. It was a limited edition. Let me zoom in here for you guys. Limited edition, and you can't get it anymore. If you could, let me tell you, this would be right at the top of my list. I love this palette. I've worn it a couple times since September rolled around. Yeah, this is a great fall palette. If you can get your hands on it and it's not like totally used up, like off Poshmark or eBay or something, definitely try to get your hands on it. I wish they would re-release it. Okay, and I also tried to do kind of a good combination and mixture of affordable palettes that you can get in drugstores, you know, etc., and more brand name, you know, a little more pricey things. So I need to grab one thing and we'll get started. Okay, first up is this. The Saharan palette, or the Saharan 2 palette by Juvias Place. It is what I have on my eyes today. Very affordable. You can now get these at Ulta. So if you have like me, have a lot of Ulta points, you can try them out. They are not actually in stores, so you will be able to swatch them. These colors here, to me, represent like as the leaves start turning, they get a little darker, This blue, it's what I've got on the inner corner of my eyes. It is a lot like the blue of the sky as it turns more fall. The blue in the sky, at least in my opinion, kind of changes colors. These colors up here are just gorgeous. To me, this is a great representation of fall. I love Juvias Place. I literally had the Nubian palette in there for a while, then I had the Warrior palette in there for a while, and then I put this one in, and this was my final one for Juvias Place. I love their formulations. Okay, next up is probably no one's surprise. It's probably going to be on a lot of people's fall palette list, but the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. Pretty much put this away for summer. I have already dug it out. You've got your neutrals, your kind of more goldies, some orangies, you know, some taupes here, and of course your pops of dark pink / reds. No surprise that it's on anybody's list for fall. I love this palette. I can't wait to dig into this more now that it is fall. Okay, next, for a more affordable one, I'm going to try to show this without it reflecting everything. And there we go. The Milani Bold Obsessions. Now, I had a couple of the different Milani ones with the soft and sultry. I can't think of the other name. And I decided on this one because you have warmer tones here and you have cooler tones here. You can do just browns and nudes. I liked the different variety that this had, where you do have your warm and your cool and your neutrals. I thought this was a great kind of all-encompassing fall palette because, at least here in Iowa, fall isn't just about crisp weather and falling leaves. Sometimes it's why the hell is it sleeting in October and why is it snowing? It's not even Thanksgiving yet. So sometimes the cooler tones are something that I gravitate towards when it gets to be a little more of the sucky fall weather before it turns winter. Okay, next up is one that I lost footage on a bunch of swatches and stuff when my laptop decided to go tits up on me. And it is the Makeup Geek Pumpkin Spice. Brand new. I think it's out of stock right now. I hope they bring this back. This is an absolutely stunning palette. Let me get you guys up close and personal here on it. I absolutely love this color right here. Right here. Jack-o'-lantern. It is stunning. I love it. I have worn this palette 3-4 times. I had footage of, a review and swatches. Let me know if you'd like me to redo that because I will definitely be happy to do that. This palette is just gorgeous. Of course, Makeup Geek, it lasts all day for me, and when I'm saying all day, 14 hours on my eyelids if I put a primer on. Love it. Love this palette. Okay, next up is another one that just to me screams fall. I don't know why they released it in the summer. The Urban Decay Born to Run. Okay, this pink down here is probably a little more summery or spring, but you have got your oranges, these greens down here. You've got some browns and nudes. I mean, to me, this is a fall palette. I don't know why they released it in midsummer. Maybe they were trying to get a jump on fall. I don't know. I used it a couple times in summer and I was like, this is a fall palette. I'm going to wait till fall to really use it. The quality is right up there. I've always liked Urban Decay quality. Their Naked palettes have been some of my all-time favorites. In fact, I almost had the Naked Heat in here, and I changed my mind and put this one in just because I like the fact that you can put greens and browns and oranges. Well, if you really wanted to, you could put that pink in there. But this, to me, just screams out, hello, I'm fall. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, next up is a super, super affordable one. It's the Bad Habit Solstice palette. I do believe this is a dupe for Natasha Denona something. I'll put the name down, what it's a dupe for. But look at these colors. If this doesn't scream out fall, I don't know what does. I mean, this yellow here is gorgeous. This kind of deep orangey red, these two browns here. This one is a little like, but it's like a $16 palette, so I'm okay with one color being just a little bit, I will say there's just a touch of fallout with these, but you know what? I have a touch of fallout with the Anastasia palettes, so if I can accept a little fallout from a $42 palette, I can accept a little fallout from a $16 palette. They last all day for me when I wear them to work. This particular one is probably my favorite just because I just love the color scheme. And the fact that it's a $16 palette instead of a $129 Natasha Denona palette, even better, right? Right. Next up is one that I have been just hanging on to, waiting for this time of year. Okay, it's got a 8,000 T's in it. The Tarte Toasted eyeshadow palette. Too many T's. Anyway, let's see if I can get it to show. These colors are just, God, I can't get it to show without reflecting everything. You're just gonna have to see the camera in the background. These colors are simply amazing. This is one of my favorite Tarte palettes. Sometimes Tarte is a little like, hit or miss with some of their quality. This one though, they hit it out of the park. I love the color story in here for fall. I know I will be digging this one out a lot more now that it is autumn. Autumn, fall, whatever. And lastly is a super ginormous palette, but it is the Morphe 39A Dare to Create. I do keep the little plastic insert because it has all the names. I don't know if you can see the names. It's got the names of the colors. Not that it really matters, but I'm kind of weird. I like to have the names. I wish it did have a mirror, but the size of the mirror would have probably have increased the cost $5 or $10. But let's see if I can get it all in here. I love this color scheme. Again, you have your reds and your oranges. You have all these different browns down here. You have a few that are this one is one of my favorite transition shades right there. Then you have a whole bunch of deeper, darker browns. You have these kind of bluey grays down here. Then you have a whole bunch of these mossy greens and a couple little darker colors down here to just deepen up things. This is such an amazing color pattern. I wore it quite a bit last year. I think it came out last December. I wore it several times in December. I kind of put it up, put my plastic thingy back in there. I kind of put it up, you know, just because for me it was less of a spring and summer palette. But then when I was literally thinking about what I wanted to do for my grade 8 for fall, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this in here. It is such an amazing palette. Morphe actually knocked it out of the park for this one. I wish the quality of all of their palettes, Jaclyn Hill Vault, was this kind of quality, because this is a very good palette. And I was thrilled when they brought it back. They need to keep it as a permanent thing in their collection because it is simply that good. So there you have it, my grade 8 for fall, plus one honorable mention. If they would release that Mario palette even for like 3 weeks, I would probably seriously consider buying a backup. And I'm not one that buys a lot of backup, so yeah. But it's just that good. Let me know, like I said, in the comments if you would like me to redo the Makeup Geek Pumpkin Spice swatch and review. I was devastated when I lost the footage of that. It was one of the favorite videos. I wish I had just automatically backed that up into the cloud, but I thought I would have more time before my laptop just decided to go on me. Oh well. You'll have that, I guess. Thankfully, I pretty much had all my real pictures backed up into the cloud, so I didn't lose any real pictures. Just a couple videos that I shot over the weekend. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say peace, love, and take care of yourself, and back all your pictures up into the cloud or some other storage device, because you just never know when your computer's gonna go tits up on you. Bye-bye.